Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Getting the nod in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The next offering misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up and in, and that's ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the plate. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Aaron Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
That one close, rule the ball. Now 2-0.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Inside corner for a strike.
2-1.
1 out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, left
now
fielder,
it's the switch hitting outfielder,
Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez. There's the strike. Dominguez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Righty delivers. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Fastball is outside. Judge, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next one misses, and now 3-1. swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back base hits.
Batting
Nice
fourth,
line drive to the
center
pull
fielder,
side right
Cody
there, but he
Bellinger.
didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Cody Bellinger. And that's fouled off. Inside, and that is ball 1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Carlos Carrasco.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punched out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Matt Olson at the plate now. That's ball 1. Here's the pitch to Olson. And another ball.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
And there's a ball.
3-0.
2 out, space is empty. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
Batting
very
fourth,
aggressive
left
secondary lead.
fielder,
So a ball down the line
Brian
or into the gap
Cruz.
will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Brian De La Cruz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one fouled off. Two outs. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Braves strand one, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Schwellenbach back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Harris after it. Puts it away for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that's down and away. Way inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball is outside. In the air, left side, De La Cruz makes the grab, and that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That one fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Fought off foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the ball, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 7th, catcher Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And the first offering is not close. No score here in the second. That one hit to right. Judge is under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swinging a foul straight back.
No, that's high.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Upstairs. That's to third. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. And he takes a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Top of the third, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. That one not close. And the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
On the ground. And that's just foul.
Ball two.
And that skips into dirt.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. And we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jared Kelnick.
Jared Kelnick.
Swings and misses. That's strike
Go
one.
ball. One strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ball.
And delivers outside.
One ball. Two strike.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Orlando Arcia. Ball one there. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-0.
Just missed.
3-0.
And that drops in for a strike. Outside ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ozzie Albies. Next up for the Braves, he's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Third baseman.
Here's Austin Riley. Went down on strikes his first time through. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for Atlanta, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark.
The
John
Yankees,
Sciambi with Chris Singleton,
Aaron
and set
Judge.
to lead off the fourth, Aaron Judge. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
No, foul ball.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
Left fielder,
Not quite in the
Jason
strike zone,
Dominguez.
but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. Close
No,
one,
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. And it's 1-0. Fourth inning underway, no score. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
That missed by a lot. Ball two. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Harris sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, center
Here comes
fielder
Melly
Cody
to take his
Bellinger.
cuts. He's 0 for 1. Bellinger, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one at the knees for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Out towards right center field. Nabs it, and that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And we're back.
Leading
Stepping in
off
the
for the
long
Braves,
ball threat,
first
Matt Olson.
baseman, Matt Olson.
That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side.
Now
But that
batting,
pitch really
left
got in on him
fielder,
right there. That's a
Brian
well-thrown
De La
pitch.
Cruz.
Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
De La Cruz batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
He goes down looking.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's
Now
looking
batting,
very much on his game in the early
hitter,
parts of this one, Boog.
Marcell
Fully on the attack with
Ozuna.
these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one misses. 1-2 the count. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That
Volpe throws it to first in time. Ozuna is out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Braves go down quickly here. Still no score. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for the
Paul
Yankees,
Goldschmidt will
first
climb
baseman,
in.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Schwellenbach back to work.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there. You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Now batting,
And I think they're in a
second
good
baseman,
spot
Jazz
thanks to their pitching,
Chisholm
but no
Jr.
one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
And now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch
No, that's
misses,
a ball.
and that's ball one. Just missed.
Well, he looks more
Good ball.
focused
No
at the
strike.
plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
In the air, left field, down the line. 2 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed.
Now
He
batting
knew
third
that the
baseman,
wall was
Oswaldo
close, but was
Cabrera.
determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Cabrera stands in now and watches strike one. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throws across the diamond. That ends the frame. Yanks held in check. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the
Leading off
5th.
for the
And now the
Braves,
center fielder,
center
Michael
fielder,
Harris II.
Michael Harris.
Way high there. And that's ball one.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Off the plate inside, and a count 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Dominguez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Sean
So here's Murphy now. Flied to right his first time. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to Goldie. Now 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
Now
out of the
batting,
air. Lets
right
the defense
fielder,
work behind him with
Jared
another ground
Kelnick.
ball. Good execution.
Jared Kelnick next up for the Braves. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one.
No ball. One
All
strike.
tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That one pushed to the left and foul. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top 6.
leading off
And
for
stepping
the
in for the Yankees,
shortstop,
Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy
Now batting,
following the
designated
misplay.
hitter, Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's off the inside edge. Ball
No strike.
one. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball 2. 2-1.
That one out to right. Kelnick on his way over. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting catcher, Austin
And now
Wells.
the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells, 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike.
0-1. Ball 1.
Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2 outs. Next offering is outside.
Counts ball.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or
Now
for the
batting,
ump to
right
help him out
fielder,
and make
Aaron
a call with that
Judge.
last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Go ahead run on base. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. Clips the corner. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting left fielder,
Jason
Jason
Dominguez digs in now. In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one outside. And now it's even 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, great stop. And they get the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Orlando Arcia. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So the lineup flips over. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That clips the corner. closer. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out, runner at second. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Just missed. That misses the zone. 2-0.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
This one in the air. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch just misses. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Man at second. Just missed.
2-1.
And that misses. Now 3-1. Brian De La Cruz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And fouled off.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
That one is absolutely belted. Into the corner, the foul. Man on second, 2 down. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it pretty well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Carrasco is done in this one. Just 1 hit allowed. He was excellent. And we'll have the new pitcher for you when we get back after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Out of the
New York
bullpen for the
Yankees.
Yankees, Luke
Number
Weaver.
30, Luke Weaver.
Brian De La Cruz next up for the Braves, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a swing and a miss.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a breaking ball misses outside. And now it's filled up. Marcelo Zuna would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Braves.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
49.
Aaron Bummer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty
Leading
hitter
off
coming
for
up.
the Yankees,
I think that's a good move.
center
I know
fielder,
I never
Cody
liked when opposing
Bellinger.
teams did that to me.
Trying to bunt his way on. Grabs it barehanded, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something
Up
here
next,
because
for
they
the
were really
Yankees,
ready to
first
defend
baseman,
as that ball was put
Paul
down.
Goldschmidt.
Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. Fastball for a strike at 95. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Johnson, the right-hander, also getting loose. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, that
Up
certainly
next,
feels
for
good
the
when you can
Yankees,
win the
second
at-bat
baseman,
after being
Jazz
down in the
Chisholm
count, up against
Jr.
it with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Go ahead run on base. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That's the ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the batter now,
Up next, for the
Oswaldo
Yankees,
Cabrera.
third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
And that is out of play. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Didn't exactly square that one up,
Now
but
batting,
sometimes you don't have to.
shortstop,
He clearly
Anthony
didn't catch
Volpe.
that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Little chopper rolls foul. Goldie, the lead runner at second. Cabrera at first, 2 out of the inning. That's inside. Inside, almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it drops in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Clutch hitting right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
First and second, 2 outs. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees. 2 outs. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Bomber deals. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back.
Leading
Marcelo
off for the
Zuna
Braves,
coming up to hit.
designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swung on, belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets in the scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luke Weaver done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
On the
New York,
mound now, Tim Hill.
number 41.
Well, the best relievers love the
Tim
opportunity
Hill.
to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Right through there for a strike.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
Oh. 1-1.
And the count 1-2. So the tying run at second. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. Zips it across. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So up next,
Now
Sean Murphy.
Catcher.
Listen, there's
Sean
absolutely no
Murphy.
reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at second. Hard liner. And it's off the wall, but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. And now the count is even.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And there's a ball. Jared Kellner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
At the plate, Jared Kellner. First pitch, and he just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bellinger sizing it up. He's got it, and that will end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Braves.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the
38.
8th. Pierce Johnson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right.
And here's the catcher,
Leading
Austin
off
Wells.
for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
Just off the outside edge. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a leadoff double. Relay throw to second.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That can be a dangerous
Right
pitch if you
fielder,
don't
Aaron
get it inside
Judge.
enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And up next for New York, Aaron Judge. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
Man at second. And a base hit into right center field. Here comes Wells around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI.
Left fielder,
Pretty much a
Jason
model swing on
Rodriguez.
that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
The pitch. Swing and a foul out of play. Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout.
That's
It's just a
four.
slider that caught a lot of the
Cody
plate. I'd say a
Bellinger.
very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
That one almost got him. And they'll do it again.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Cody Bellinger blasts one out, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And it's fouled away. Two outs, base is empty. Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
Ball. Ball count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Fastball is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Carlos Carrasco.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the first. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
1 ball, 2 strike.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. It's a ball. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here comes Austin Riley. That's off the mark. 1-0.
1-0.
Late swing fouled off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Strike two.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Riley gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball one. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And here is Brian De La Cruz. On the ground, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, they had a chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And that one off the outside edge. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting 6, center fielder.
That ball was absolutely
Michael
ripped.
Harris.
111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And now it's going to be Michael Harris the second. First offering, and it just misses.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Inside, just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
First and second, 2 down. And now it's 3-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Sean Murphy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Headed for the plate. And that is the inning. So the Braves get one back on the solo. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Schwellenbach back to work. Cabrera goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
On the ground to first, Olsen handles the chance. Throws to first in time, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 8, Shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Oswald Peraza now at the plate. Line drive. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Now
That pretty much split the zone
Austin
down the
Wells.
middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. A double and a run scored his first time up. That's in there, and that's strike one. And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slog regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
In the air out to center. Harris racing after it. Long run, tracks it down. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2 and the Braves 1. And we're back. Here's Sean Murphy.
For the Braves, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
One out, bases empty. Outside with a breaking ball. In the air, out towards left center. Bellinger sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting ninth, shortstop,
Here's
Orlando
Arcia.
Arcia.
First pitch swinging.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger moving under it. Brings it in for the third out. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And Judge spoils that one. Judge waits. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. But he's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses, and it's 2-1. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. Harris has a beat on it. And makes the grab. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody
And
Bellinger.
up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. He was late there, strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
And a foul ball. Strike 3 on the foul tip. So the Yanks go in order. They lead it 2-1. Set for the bottom of the third. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Ozzie Albies.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch
Now batting,
sequence here.
third
Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is down.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. This one in the air. Wells. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. And our score remains 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch, not close.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
And now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a curve is down and in.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Goldie gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch inside, and the count is even 2-2. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Albies. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that's down and away.
1-0.
The 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one upstairs. And there's a foul ball. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right
Up
there
next
with such
for the
tight
Yankees,
plate discipline.
Shortstop
Anthony Volpe will hit next. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a foul straight back. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. One left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Brian De La Cruz. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Now 3-0.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fastball for a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Whips it to first. That's the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's the catcher to hit, Sean Murphy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Two down, nobody on. And that's outside. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the 5th. Now up is the Yankees DH, Oswald Peraza. Schwellenbach back to work. Fought off foul.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Foul ball, 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 1 for 2. And that's fouled off. Wells measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And misses inside. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 3-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, Judge takes a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Number 63 also throwing. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-2.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That one just misses. 3-2 now.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Schwellenbach gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Dylan Lee
Braves.
gets the ball now.
Number
Still
52.
pretty early in the ball game, so this
Dylan
bullpen has some work
Lee.
ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play. Foul ball there. Judge leads off first with 1 away. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Bellinger up to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Tap foul at the plate. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kelenic. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Towards first, Goldie. Steps on first for the out.
The offense needs to start showing
Now
some fight
batting,
against this starter. He's
shortstop,
doing his thing out there.
Orlando
They're going to have to push
Arcia.
back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off down the right side. The Yanks up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's the
Now
moneymaker
batting,
right there. 2
second
strikes,
baseman,
slider
Ozzie
down and away from the
Albies.
same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fouled off to the right. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. They're down 3-2. Top of the 6th inning.
Leading off
Paul
for the
Goldschmidt
Yankees,
now.
first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that's in there at the knees.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
And 1-1. swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz
So up
Chisholm
next,
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch misses. Goldie aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. And he lays one down the left side. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Now batting,
Well,
shortstop,
he's just giving himself
Anthony
up to
Volpe.
move 2 runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Anthony Volpe digs in now. Golden opportunity right here. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. All loaded up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. Oswald
Now
Peraza
batting,
stepping in now
designated
for the
hitter,
Yankees.
Oswald Peraza.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Olsen. Over to Arcia. That's 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. And 1 man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Braves 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Here comes Austin Riley. And that's way high. And that's ball 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there. Hamilton getting cranked up as well. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Carrasco is done in this one. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this.
Now pitching for New
Righty
York,
reliever out of the pen,
number
Luke
30.
Weaver.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's Matt Olson. And that misses. Ball one.
1-0.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Liner, and this could be trouble. Riley rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. De La Cruz, the next to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Olson stands at second with no outs. Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Man at second, and that's in for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that's downstairs.
Okay.
Ball one. Runner at second here, one gone. And it's even up to Ozuna.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One out, runner at second. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the inside edge.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
And now it's even up.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And that one is inside.
Hopefully the umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
High fly ball out towards left center. Dominguez sizes this one up, snags it for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Now
Aaron
pitching
Bummer.
for the Braves, number 49, Aaron Bummer.
Back to the top of the
Leading
order
off
now,
for the Yankees,
Austin Wells
catcher,
stepping in
Austin
now for the
Wells.
Yankees. That one's in there. Strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Pierce Johnson up and throwing. Number 63 getting loose as well. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. The 0-2. And there's the ball.
2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather
Now
himself,
batting
get his
right
feet
fielder,
underneath
Aaron
him. He had a long
Judge.
throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now he's fallen behind Judge. Next offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Bummer deals downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some
Now
good
batting,
patience
left
in this
fielder,
one. It's the
Jason
second time
Dominguez.
he's taken ball 4.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Go the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
Get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls up on it, base hit. Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third. A perfect example right
Now
there.
batting
That plate
center fielder,
discipline,
Cody
it pays
Bellinger.
off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they take the lead. It's 7-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Aaron Bummer departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Number
the Braves.
63 taking over on
Number
the mound.
63.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That misses, and it's 1-2. Yankees up by 3. Outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The next offering misses. Counts full, 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really
Now
patient
batting,
at the plate.
second
A game
baseman,
plan that
Jazz
he's sticking to.
Chisholm
He's just not going
Jr.
outside of what he's looking for up there.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul out of play. Goldie, the base runner at first with 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Albies. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Oswaldo
Now batting,
Cabrera
third baseman,
stepping in now for the
Oswaldo
Yankees.
Cabrera.
To the right side, Olsen handles the chance. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is that. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now 7-4.
Pitching for
We're
New
back
York.
in a new pitcher here to start
Number
the bottom of the
56.
7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
Mark Leiter
And
Jr.
he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Here's Jared
Leading
Kelnick.
off for the Braves.
The Braves
Right
in
fielder,
striking distance,
Jared
but have some work
Kelnick.
to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Popped up. Volpe has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop
Orlando
Arcia.
Arcia next up for the Braves. That one outside. 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball, Goldie. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one ripped. And that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin
So a man
Riley.
at first. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Outside low, and that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short, Volpe. Off balance throw in time. That's the inning. Braves strand one, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Yankees,
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony
Volpe.
Volpe. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. Throws to first. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
Oswald Peraza will hit next. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Pitches in the dirt. 1-2 to count. And that's outside. Got him swinging.
Up next, for the
And
Yankees,
stepping in for the
catcher,
Yankees, Austin Wells. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. Foul ball.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. And that keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
Now batting,
They
right
kept him in the yard
fielder,
that
Aaron
time,
Judge.
but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here is Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And ball 1.
1-0.
And Judge takes a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Ground ball left side, and foul ball. Two outs. Way outside, and it's 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason
First and
Dominguez.
second, 2 outs. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike. Wells over at second. Judge on at first with 2 down. On the ground right side. Handles, throws to first, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Braves 4.
Now pitching for
Back
the New
now,
York
new
Yankees.
pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
71.
8th. Ian Hamilton.
Ian Hamilton.
Three, four,
Leading
five
off
due up
for
for
the
the home
Braves,
team.
First
Is Matt Olson
baseman,
down.
Matt Olson.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Bellinger returns it to the infield, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one sliced foul. Man at second. That's to third, and that chance handled. One gone at the bottom of the 8th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the
Now
air or
batting,
get through it. Just
designated
pours in
hitter,
on the hands.
Marcell
So here's the
Ozuna.
Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That's in there, and that's strike 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 out and a runner at second. That's outside. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fly ball to right. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Stepping in, Michael Harris II. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 7-5.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Now in for the
Now
Braves,
batting,
Sean Murphy.
the catcher,
0 for 3 with 3
Sean
strikeouts.
Here come the rally caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
And that one fouled off. Tying run at the plate. And strike two.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
In the dirt, blocked. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Next offering way off the plate.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
The tying run at the plate. Struck him out looking. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Through 8 full, it's the Yankees 7 and the Braves 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Now pitching for the Braves. Number 62, Daysbell Hernandez. Leading off for
and here
the
comes
Yankees,
Bellinger.
center
And
fielder,
everyone
Tony
is thinking
Bellinger.
the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. That one pushed to the left and foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. All right, ready to get underway. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. This is off the inside. Going to count 1 and 2. That one missing inside.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Aaron Judge at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Judge out on the play. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup.
Dominguez.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. That's through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground right side. Albies sends it to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Down in order go the Yankees. And now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Carlos Carrasco.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and there's 1 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Austin Riley, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up, hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
1 down, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. Olson swings and drives it deep to right. That's back there. Out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Brian De La Cruz. And that's in there at the knees. And there's a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the pitch stays alive. doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. High in the air, out to right. Judge has it sized up. Calls it in, 2 away.
Batting 5th, designated hitter, Marcel.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. In there at the knees. That is strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. That's down and in. Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball to the right side. Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Schwellenbach, 24 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. Schwellenbach back to work and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first, and Bellinger is out.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Just off the outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. That's inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. On the ground, out to short. Now a jump throw. Got him. Nice play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in after a long run. One down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left
Batting
field,
seven.
getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
So here's Murphy now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
That one pushed foul. That's outside. Ball one.
One ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there, and it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
One out, runner at second. Here's Jared Kelenic. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly.
Fly ball center field. Chisholm makes the play, and there's two down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the
Batting
outfield.
ninth,
There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a
No
strike.
ball. One strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With two outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, one hit, a double, no errors, and one man left. We play two full. It's the Braves 2 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the Yankees,
New inning getting
third
started.
baseman,
And now it's
Oswaldo
switch hitting third
Cabrera.
baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Hard hit right side. On to first. One up, one down.
Batting 8, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Fastball for a strike. And it's fouled away. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe
Batting
as a
ninth,
hammer
the
or
designated
Uncle
hitter,
Charlie, and you can
Oswald
see why.
Peraza.
It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now, Oswald Peraza in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Albies.
That one's in there, and that is strike one.
0-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. And down on strikes. And there's one away.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Riley stands in now and watches strike one.
1 strike.
Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. This to third, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wasting no time.
Now
He's
batting,
2 for
first
2 now
baseman,
on the night,
Matt
and just a triple and
Olson.
home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here is Matt Olson, and there's a ball. And a foul ball. Riley over at first with one away. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting,
Brian
left
De La
fielder,
Cruz digs in
Brian
now.
De La Cruz.
That's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs. That one misses. 2-1. And there's a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 left for Atlanta. They're up 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
here
for
is
the Yankees,
Austin Wells.
catcher Austin Wells.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Just missed. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Harris settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The Yankees down by a pair. Top half of inning number 4.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Judge rips that one. That's not coming back. He circles the bases. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Ball one there.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Just missed. Schwellenbach. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. And the 0-1. Runner takes off, pitches high. throw to second, and he's out.
Well, that's just a good baseball play right there. I mean, pretty good jump off the pitcher, I'd say, and good catch and throw by the catcher. And I think if you did that 10 times, half the time the guy might be safe, the other half probably out.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. And that just misses.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. So Goldie strikes out here. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. So now the DH spot, Marcell Ozuna.
Designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
And that one missing low.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Looked like it was a little bit up. 3-2 now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Harris batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Next offering is fouled back. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Missing inside, and it's 2-2. Bases empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's Sean Murphy.
Now
doubled his first time.
Sean Murphy.
And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did perfectly.
Digging in, Jared Kelman. That's in there. 0-1.